Yes, what's on your mind? Me? Well, I've been a star pilot for the Republic for years. Seen more than my share of wars. I fought in the Mandalorian Wars before all this started. But with all that, I've never experienced anything like the slaughter these Sith animals can unleash. Not even the Mandalorians were that senseless. My homeworld was one of the first planets to fall to Malik's fleet. The Sith bombed it into submission, and there wasn't a damn thing our Republic forces could do to stop it. You're the one who wanted to know more about me. Well, this is it. This is what I am. I'm just a soldier. I go where the fleet admirals tell me to. I follow my orders and I do my duty. It's just... doesn't seem right that doing that means I failed them. I didn't. I know that. I'm not angry at you. Don't think that. I must not be making much sense. You probably mean well with your questions. I'm just not accustomed to talking about my past very much. At all, actually. I'm more used to taking action, keeping my mind focused on the business at hand. So let's just do that. If you have more questions, ask them later.
Right, you alien scum. Everybody get up against the wall. This is a raid. That's how we Sith deal with smart-mouthed aliens. Now the rest of you get up against the wall before I lose my temper again. What's this? Humans hiding out with aliens? They're Republic fugitives! Attack! Ina kun mama rulira rachikun slimo padona rundi hadonga chihonkabi. La boda ni winki smaktoma wana kun bes chingpa ma rulira tok chingbang non kek tok ninja mulira rabes jawana bota ayuak tahonga cha kanki dora kachi kuita hodonga topada bunkwalia gando do nado chutchut. Muksha papangpa pola wana chikne Bamuli slemo poda wanga kun bes mulira rabes Uba batu konchi Tong nongbong chang nung yang Tong patog smakdelia.
Hey there, watch where you're walking. I just cleaned those floors. Oh, I get it. You figure that just because I'm a janitor, you don't have to show me any respect. I'm beneath you, is that it? You'll change your tune the first time your plumbing breaks down and raw sewage floods your apartment. Then you'll be begging for Kadir to come help you out.
There's no need to antagonize the man. Besides, do you want to live in filth? I sure don't.
Well, we'll see who has the last laugh then. Now, if you ain't gonna be civil, then I got work to do. This place doesn't clean itself, you know.
No problem. Got it. No problem. Got it.
Naboda ni winkis McDonough. Tukning nang kong hun na murira rabes. Wana kun bes.
No problem. Got it.
Pudu, Tunirama na praka donkod searcha chupatanki.
Tong haitwam jiji jum lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bonkwaleo gandona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto dun. Chilamulane ni dubobo. Wonga kumbis jang ba mulira.
Look, I know we're trying to keep a low profile, but this kind of attitude will draw attention we don't need.
Kuyami juz chikata na patoga ya fulki kokora chichi. Kawana bot atagwa. Kagidora te kun watate mona ia bola. Runda di hotonga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule. Tunking ba nunotek. Tuk nin chatukune mulerabes. Kachikun ita hodonga. Iking kuno ba mulerachikun. Slimo podona rundi hodonga ku hunkabe. Tong abong sha ninong. Wanga kun bist keng balemuraya. Johnny yon tunjiji ita dwana. Kava volpa mulje gumana? Tag bis tu ponko koki magbanka. Ching pala chiska mule tunarana nu prata donko sicha tuma wamama tus keva toma. Nisha julorcha kinkuno bulera jikun. Chanshak bulara umrao chiska duchi. On chubanjishka yanki, titoke gratun kun chicha kun king kachachonobra. Bogra wala no tumba cha. Nechi chuna chubaching lordai itakun. Witam boragatong, mulira asyang turong ni na potata tuangachun tize. Igrutu haga jijiwa. Wata juma wana hu wama hulhu na tek. Chi gratu loda bograshi oneu kompa chintono muchuba. Loda dita kun. Ita patisa batua kacha tutong. Bagrasha kon tichaka Chubakaha chopa chawachuish yunku. Jodo jit bungarantang, mucho shak pakhat. Kiye no namapaole rachikun. Yikukuno no ba mule rachikun. Tonghit kun chonching, ne boboje mata de punage. Dulpi kikiuana, ta kumjus tak miki grabul mogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. 돌바방k wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bola wana chikne. Pamule slimo podadana nanga kumbist mule rabes. Runda di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tongking ba nunotek. Tok ninja tukunde mule rabes. Achuta, wonga kunbis dolbi kikoyana, dong patugas maktelia.
Sure. No problem. Got it.
Who are you? What are you doing in here? You can't just come barging into someone's home. You're as bad as that pig Holden. I'll stay out of your way, but you're wasting your time. I don't have anything worth stealing.
I heard the Sith are sending salvage teams down to the Undercity to recover those Republic escape pods.
Hello there. I haven't seen you in my shop before. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kebla Yurt. Welcome to the Equipment Emporium. You looking to buy some supplies? My shop's the largest one in all of Upper Terrace. Best selection on the planet. Whatever you need, I've got. Well, mostly.
Mostly? What do you mean by that?
The Sith confiscated all my heavy weapons, and they impounded all my ships and swoop bikes. But I've still got a real nice selection, if you're interested. Anything I can do to help a potential customer out. What do you want to know? I heard a couple of pods crash down in the Undercity. I bet the crash sites have already been stripped clean by the Sith, though. Unless the swoop gangs or Davic's men got there first. I don't have anything good to say about those swoop gangs. Zooming around on their swoop bikes, terrorizing the lower city like a bunch of animals. Things weren't so bad when the Hidden Becks were running the show. But ever since the rise of the Black Vulcar gang, the lower city has been nothing short of a war zone. The Sith haven't even bothered trying to maintain order down there. And I heard a rumor that Davic's own people are having problems with the Black Vulcars now. Oh, Davic's a legitimate businessman, if you get my drift. Smuggling, slaving, extortion. They say he's a member of the Exchange, you know, the big intergalactic criminal organization.
I've heard of the Exchange. Bad organization to cross. But if anyone has blockade-breaking ships, however, it's them.
I have to pay him a protection fee every month, but it's reasonable. And I get most of my inventory through Davic and his suppliers. I'm just smart enough not to ask where it came from, you understand? Davic hates the Sith as much as anybody. The quarantine has put a real dent in his operations, too. But he's keeping a low profile as long as the occupation lasts. Davic stays out of the way, and the Sith don't bother him. The swoop gangs could learn a thing or two from this tidy little arrangement, instead of always going after each other. It's not smart to say bad things about the people in power, if you get my meaning. I just wish the Sith would ease up on the quarantine. They're killing my business. I can't say I like having them here in Upper City, but it could be worse, and we're still a lot better off than the Lower City, what with those swoop gangs and all. Oh, you're one of those off-worlders, aren't you? Come to Terrace for a short business trip and end up stuck here because of the Sith quarantine, right? Oh, you can't be too happy. Trapped on an unfamiliar world and all. But Terrace isn't so bad, as long as you stay in the Upper City. Just try to avoid the Sith. And stay out of the Lower City. The swoop gangs are totally out of control. Even Davic's men are having trouble down there. Good day to you, then. Remember to come back to my shop if you ever need any supplies. Welcome to... just so you know, the prices on the items are final. No bargaining here. This isn't a swap meet, okay? I only deal in top-notch stuff.
Hello there, youngster. You interested in buying the Pazak deck of an old man looking to get out of the gambling game? Just 50 credits and I'll sell you all my cards. I'll even throw in a free lesson to boot. It's a great deal, if you can afford it. My name's Garuk. I used to be a card shark, one of the best Pazak players in the Outer Rim. But that was before I retired from the gambling life. Don't get me wrong, the game's been good to me over the years. I've traveled the span of the galaxy, from the core worlds to the farthest reaches of the Outer Rim. I've won countless fortunes, and lost countless more. But that was long ago, and things have changed. Gambling is a young man's game. That's why I'm looking to get out. My offer still stands. 50 credits gets you my old Pazak deck and a free lesson. A great offer if you can afford it. Of course. My mind isn't as sharp as it used to be. That's why I'm giving up the gambler's life. But I think I can still manage to answer some simple questions. I spend my days here in the cantina, sipping ale and chatting with the folks who wander by. I don't have much use or care what goes on outside these walls. I don't see much point in worrying about that kind of stuff now that I've given up the gambler's life. Is there anything else I can do for you? Of course. No sense in a youngster like you wasting your days away with an old man in a dingy bar. But if you ever want to chat, you know where to find me.
Hi there. I haven't seen you around before. Of course, they don't give us Sith officers from the military base much time off. I'm off duty right now, so I'm not in uniform. My name is Sana, junior officer, first class with the Sith occupation force. I'm actually a little surprised you're talking to me at all. Most of the people here on Taris can't stand us Sith. It can make this job pretty lonely. It's true, but people don't appreciate what we've done for them. We could have slapped a curfew on this whole planet, but we didn't. You know, it's like everyone on this backwater planet is in a permanent bad mood. Don't they know we have to make the best of things? Exactly, it's all about attitude. I didn't ask to be assigned to this backwater planet, but I try to make the best of it. It's pretty easy to get depressed on an assignment like this, but we do what we can to keep our spirits up. That's true. It's nice to meet someone who understands what I'm going through. It's good to talk about this stuff. It gets pretty lonely up at the military base. I have to get going soon. I've got a shift at the military base, but some of us junior Sith officers are having a party tonight to blow off some steam. I'd really like to see you again. Why don't you drop by the party? I'll show you where it is on your map. Don't be late. We're starting right after our shifts end. Most of us won't even be going back to the base to lock up our uniforms. I look forward to seeing you there.